Hello again, I'm Bud Churchlord, WV7FHC. Welcome back. I apologize for the sound you hear in the background. I've got a 3D printer running and I'm not going to stop it while I just do a little introduction to this upcoming video. When we developed the Nexus DR-X, and I worked on this project and it's evolved now for several years, we were deliberately trying to create a digital board that would allow you, the user, to hack it and do lots of different things with it. That's why we have a piano switch on here, so that you can add scripts to your Raspberry Pi that will make it do different things according to which switches you have down. So there's lots of things you could do as far as hardware is concerned to make this uniquely your own. But Steve, my friend, AG7GN, has done a lot of work on the software that we put behind this project. And that too can be customized. So another friend, Gayland, KG7GCF, has been working on some scripts that do, well, scripts that take advantage of Steve's work and do special things that he wanted to do. And we're going to take a look at those here in this short video. But before we jump to Gayland, one shameless little plug for the Nexus DR-X. Then we'll see you soon. If you'd like your own Nexus DR-X kit, go to WB7FHC.com to find all the details.
Here comes Gayland. We see you, Gayland.
Okay. Just what I've created something that I call, based on what I've learned from Steve. So if I go okay on the controller, come on, I get Steve's controller. But if I want, I can quit this and then go in and pull down some other script that's already configured to do all the work for me, and I can just go on that. So if I want to change my FSQ setting or change over to the Connie V to do digital, I can click this button. It'll go there, sit OK, and my radio will change over to Mount Constitution. So I'm able to use both of Steve's controller program and the his SH style program, so that I could create scripts to do the stuff I want easily, automatically, when I've got really set things that I want to be able to do. Or I can go into the controller and have that immediate control and check. So if we look at the controller right now, you'll notice that my frequency has changed from the 145580 that we normally use. And that I could do that with Steve's controller, but when I just want to do set things, it's much faster to go in, have a script that I've already written, and have access through it through this little modification I took and stole something that Steve did and modified it, so that now I have all these other options that are easy. One of them includes adjusting my positioning on my so I can change my windows as well, depending on what I want to do. Of course, this is not using my correct terminal thing. That's why that didn't work. By the way, that's Bud's new smart herd list. Okay.
But it seems to be hours behind, so I have to look into that maybe.
Well, hours behind. Remember, I've been messing with all sorts of things, so you can't count on it being quite up to date. So this is what Bud's new smart herd window is looking like. And it'll update in refresh and do that thing. There's also one, I want to see if I can get this to work. I wrote another script similar to the one that you saw, which okay. So I created another script, which I call my Winlink switcher, which I can use to control where I go for when I'm using Winlink. So, and it also uses his thing. So I can write either one of these screens depending on what I'm doing as extra programs. Anyway, I'm in the wrong.
Very good, Gayland. That's very interesting.
Go ahead and shut me down, bud, on the sharing. I'm having trouble finding it.
The idea I had about having Fldigi being able to communicate with my script, you might find useful as well, because then you could have the GUI up running and you could still run your YAD script and communicate while the PY script was running. You could send it commands. So I would modify the shell script. The interface to you would look the same, but you could actually have the GUI running at the same time as you're running your shell script. So you could implement changes with your dropdown. And if you had the PY script running at the same time, you would see the changes happen in the PY script, something you can't do now.
Oh, because right now you can only have one of the
Correct.
options talking to the serial port.
Exactly.
So if you were to change and use the XML method is what you're talking about.
Yep.
So that you're actually communicating with your radio through the
Python script is communicating with the radio via serial, and then your scripts would be using the shell script to communicate with the Python script via XML RPC.
Okay.
Yeah, over the loopback interface.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm not exactly sure how you do all that stuff, but the idea would be that would be nice, because then I could keep your script up at all times, and because since this is the radio that I'm really working with, I don't need it at the top of my Fldigi showing me stuff that's not relevant.
Right.
Anyway, okay, cool. So, for what it's worth,
Very good. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Very interesting.
well, trust me, I thought that was just so incredible that there was a way that I could use what you provided to really shape things to my needs and my way of operating. That was great news.
Good.
To be able to do that.
And hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.